Well, as you can see, we're enduring another spring storm, but that can't stop us from doing what we have to do. So today we're on our way to get piglets, and that's what we're doing today on Farmer Tyler Ranch. Going to get the pigs.
We're going to Vina. That is a little bit north of Chico, south of Redding. Yeah, that's where we're going.
Why are we going so far to get the pigs?
I don't know. I haven't found a pig breeder any closer, but that is why I think that we need to start breeding our own pigs. So we don't have to drive so far.
I've been saying that for a long time.
This is ridiculous.
Right on. Where are we at now?
We are just pulling into Vina. We're 1 minute late. Ugh. Is that the guy? I'll laugh if he's not here. That might be the guy. That must be the guy.
Tyler?
Ryan?
Yep.
Follow you?
Yeah.
Alright, so we got our piglets here, and I just thought before we drove home I would show you guys the little ones. There they are. You guys are little. So we are now back home with the piglets. Everybody made it here safe and sound. They're sleeping right now. As you guys noticed on the drive up there, it was raining. It pretty much rained on us all the way to Vina and almost all the way home. So it is a little bit cooler today than it normally is. Usually when I get piglets, we're looking at temperatures around, high of mid 80s, low 90s, and maybe the low getting down into the 70s at night. So usually I don't worry about them. But because we've got a little cold snap coming through here, and these piglets are freshly weaned, I decided that I probably won't put them in the big pen immediately. Obviously they do have shelter in here. I could put some shavings in there and it probably would be all right for them, but kind of thinking that I want to give them a heat lamp for a couple days, just to help ease the transition. Now, before you guys jump down in the comments and tell me how they don't need a heat lamp, it's not that cold. I know they're not going to die if they don't have a heat lamp, but I also think that the warmer and more comfortable they are, the better, because after all, I'm trying to get them to grow, so I don't need them burning calories on staying warm. I want them to use that energy to put on weight. So we're going to once again utilize this little area that I had for the bottle calf. Really the only changes I had to make was just move this elevator bucket down low, to get it low enough where they can drink out of it. And I put the water in there because they can't flip it over and dump all the water out, so that should be good. Got a little heat lamp and a little blanket for them. They're just so tiny, I just feel like it's not that much more work for me to set that up for them. They're going to be a lot more comfortable in there, so that's what we went ahead and did. Well, I kind of hate to wake them up from their nap. They look pretty peaceful there, but I think we ought to get them in their new pen and get some food in front of them, so if they're hungry they can eat. Usually they don't when they're this age. Obviously they eat, but it seems like when I first get them here, they don't really, they're not too interested in the food, at least for the first day or so. And I know where I picked them up, they had access to food there, so for one, they might be full, and two, I'm sure the trip is a little bit stressful for them, and they just kind of need to settle down and get comfortable before they want to start eating. So let's go ahead and get them out of the kennel and into their new pen and see what they think of it.
say, what about me? I don't want to be in here by myself.
So we got our 5 pigs out of the truck and in their pen now. And if you're not familiar with livestock or pigs, and you probably think that the way that I handle the pigs and carry them is kind of mean, but I assure you that doesn't hurt them. That is a perfectly normal, acceptable way to carry them. So, I mean, I'll show you. These guys are a little stirred up because they're in a new pen, but I mean, obviously no one is hurt, injured, anything like that. So once they settle down, they'll be doing just fine. So they got their heat lamp, their water. I just need to mix them up some food to put in there, and I will show you guys what I use or what I give them when they're young like this and when they first arrive. I have a little special concoction that I give them that I'm a believer in, so I'll show you what it is. Okay, so the feed that I give them is going to start with just some regular sweet feed. And, you know, like I say, these pigs are not very big, so they're not going to eat that much, but we'll start with that. Now, we'll give them a couple of eggs. And I know they would eat the shells, but just because they're so young, I don't give them the shells at this age. When they're older, I will. But for now, we're just going to go with straight eggs. Now, isn't that crazy? You can tell the caged chickens from the free roamers. Look how much different the yolks are. It's pretty cool. Anyway, that is pretty standard. I don't think that's too crazy. My secret ingredient though is the goat milk replacer. This stuff is like 30% protein and it's really good. I've seen this stuff work miracles with these pigs. So I just try to mix it up best I can. Going to be more of like a pasty consistency more than like liquid, but yeah, I've had really good luck with the goat milk replacer. And I mean, even if you just pour that over regular hog food when they're young, that can make a huge difference. I've had piglets where, you know, I got them home, they look good, and after a few days, I don't know if they get bullied out or what, but they start showing rib and not looking too great. And if you just give them this goat milk replacer for 1 or 2 days, it's amazing the transformation that takes place. I mean, they'll be like whole new animals. So we've got this nice, I mean, this just looks disgusting, but when you think about it, you got the sweet feed. That's going to smell good and be sweet to them. And you've got the milk, which should also kind of smell sweet and be good to them. So what I've found is that oftentimes, initially, it's a little tough to get them to start eating it, but once they figure out how much they like it, you can't even put it in the pen before they start trying to chow down on it. So yeah, that's my secret. I can't believe that I'm sharing that with the world, but this stuff can work miracles. So let's put it in there and see if they have any interest in it. I see that my dog thinks that it tastes pretty good off my hand, so that's a good sign, right? Well, nothing will make you a liar like kids or livestock, right? This whole time I've just been telling you guys about how, oh, they don't eat very much when I get them home, and you know, they're so little, they're not going to eat very much. And well, you saw what happened. They just destroyed that pan of feed. So I guess I better give them a little bit more. They seem like they like it, and I know it's good for them. So I think they're settling in pretty good. The pigs have now been here for about 4 days, so I just wanted to show you the difference now when I give them food and see how they react. So I kind of think they like that, and you can also tell that it didn't take them very long to get to a point where they're not very afraid of me anymore, which is good. Thanks for hanging out with me today, guys, and I hope I'll see you again on Farmer Tyler Ranch.